Thank you so much to members of the Code for America Brigade National Advisory Council and to Betsy and Emily for that native land acknowledgement. You can go to land.codeforanchorage.org or native-land.ca to find out what native land you are on as well. And a special shout out to Ben Trevino, who was not in the video but played a critical role in making it happen. Hello and welcome to Code for America's 2021 Summit. This is going to be a 2-day experience that brings together more than 1,700 changemakers from across the country, 47 states and territories to be exact, and more than a few countries as well, thanks to our friends from across the Code for All network. Special shoutouts to Code for Canada, Code for Pakistan, and Code for Japan. All in one virtual space. Now this community, made up of public servants, advocates, technologists, organizers, and activists, will come together to tackle some of our nation's biggest challenges. Our theme for this year's summit is Designing an Equitable Government Together. That's what we're here to do, by removing barriers and expanding access to government services in a way that includes and supports all people, treating everyone with dignity and respect.
We so wish that we could gather together in person, but that was not meant to be in 2021. That said, we're excited to come together with all of you through this digital platform. Our hope is that with some digital help, we'll be able to teach and to learn, to grow and to gather, to rally behind a bold vision for equitable and systemic change, and discuss and debate how we go about implementing this needed and necessary change.
This year, our summit content is as follows. In the mornings, 9 to 10:30 a.m. Pacific time on both days, we'll have the main stage. Main stage is a chance to hear from a diverse set of speakers who will share their experiences across multiple facets of building an equitable government together. We'll have fireside chats, keynote speakers, and panels. I'm really looking forward to these. I'm personally ready to step back from my day-to-day work a bit to think about the big picture, and I'm ready for some inspiration and to get all fired up again. We've got all that and more on main stage. After the main stage on both days are the track sessions. There are 4 tracks this year: Design and Delivery, Civic Innovation and Data, Operations and Management, and Technology and Policy. As always, in the spirit of inclusion, collaboration, and partnership, we assembled a content committee to curate the track content this year. A big thank you to my co-chair Arlene, to Sid Harrell, Tyreek Shepard, Don Castellucci, Amy J. Wilson, who served as track leads, and to our advisors, Simone Sequeira and Dan Hahn. I'm so grateful to have worked with you. And thank you all so much to the 225 submissions we received. In this virtual format, we were only able to spotlight 10% of those submissions, and we had many tough discussions about how to select the 10%. There was frankly no right answer, but we did the best we could to curate summit track sessions that showcase the breadth and depth of designing an equitable government together. You can find these details and more at the blog post introducing the Code for America 2021 Summit Content Committee. We also want to say thanks so much to all of our sponsors whose support enables us to host this event year after year. This year's summit sponsors include our partnering sponsors, Google and Amazon's AWS Cloud Innovation Centers, our supporting sponsors, Slack, Oddball, and Civic Actions, our government partner, the U.S. Digital Service, and our participating sponsors, Nava and Cosensus. Thank you all so much for your generosity. One fun thing I'd like to do, and as Arlene mentioned, it would be so much better in person, is shouting out different government teams who are here at Summit. They've been in it, doing all of the hard work over the past year, and I want to thank and recognize them for that. Now, I won't be able to get to all of the governments represented, but I'll try to do this at various points throughout the next 2 days. So here we go. Shoutouts to Hennepin County and Minnesota Department of Human Services, City of Somerville, City of Asheville, Government Information Center at Delaware's Secretary of State's Office, U.S. Digital Service, Fiscal, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, City of San Jose, Baltimore City Mayor's Office of Performance and Innovation. To you and all of the public servants in the room, thank you so much. We also want to remind you that Code for America's Code of Conduct applies to all Code for America events, whether they're virtual or in person. You can find our Code of Conduct in the reception area on the Hopin platform.
Now, before we get started, a word about Code for America. Code for America is made up of people-centered problem solvers, technologists, advocates, organizers from many different backgrounds and communities all across the country. We believe government at all levels can and should work well for everyone, and the mindful use of technology makes it possible. But the people who need access to benefits and services the most are not often included in the design of government programs, and complicated and exclusionary systems raise barriers and make it harder for people to obtain the services they deserve. We strive to work shoulder to shoulder with community organizations to build digital tools, change policies, and improve programs. Insights and ideas from real people guide us to real solutions that break down barriers to meet community needs and improve government in meaningful ways. Our goal? A resilient government that effectively and equitably serves all Americans. And now, we're going to hear from some members of our community who have been a part of Code for America in some way over its 10-plus year history to share their thoughts on what designing an equitable government together means to them.